Hello everyone, I am Nidanoski, and we are here with a first look at a new roguelike RPG. It is called Home Behind 2. I haven't played the first Home Behind. I haven't played this one yet, but I've heard great things about it, and I'm very much looking forward to running this game and seeing exactly what it's about. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me fix that sound. Alright. Let's go ahead and just click start. It looks like we have a few options to choose from. I always like playing the sniper. And it looks like everything is set for me. I suppose I can adjust the height. Nickname, Stalwart Panic, hobbies, daydreaming, and it's going to give us, flat stats. Normal mode, I think, for our first playthrough is going to be what we really want. Let's go ahead and pull that up. And again, I don't really know what to expect from this, other than it is a roguelike RPG. Apparently with a comic setup. So far, I mean, the art style isn't amazing, but it's certainly doing its job. Okay. That's twice it's almost not loaded. That's kind of a concern. Here we go, in a desert along Scaria's southwestern border. Wait, I can't run any farther. Where are we? My makeshift camp. Apologies for the mess, Miss Pea-Pants. Miss Pea-Pants? I'm soaked because Akadullah's army sprayed me with their water cannons. I can't say it was the best welcome I've ever received. You must not have heard about Akadullah's new policy. As the Norto Republic has effectively declared their support for the revolutionaries, all passengers from Norto are to be placed under arrest immediately. I had no idea the situation of Scaria had deteriorated so quickly. Akadullah has managed to prevent any information from escaping Scaria's borders. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to change out of these soaked clothes. If you don't mind. All I have are a few unwashed military pants. I don't mind. I have to say, Miss Pea-Pants, these pants sure do make you look like a fugitive. Would you put a lid on your awful sense of humor for a moment? I'm not in the mood. My mother always told me I should have been a comedian. Still, I should thank you. You saved my life. Save your thanks. I'm no philanthropist. I need a translator and a guide. It's near impossible to find the Nortonians in Scaria these days. You might be better served by hiring a guide from a nearby village. Locals? I wouldn't depend on such uncivilized people for anything. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to turn over a citizen from the Norto Republic of Akadullah for $100. You're looking at a local. Keep your prejudice to yourself. I only went to Norto Republic as a child for schooling. Ah, that explains why your Scarian is as good as your English. Well, even if you are a local, at least you're highly educated and on the run. Just like me. I suppose we should introduce ourselves. Please call me Banan. I can't call you Miss Pea-Pants? Would you knock it off? I'm beginning to wish you didn't save me. Fine. So why would you choose to return to Scaria at a time like this? You know there are far more efficient ways to kill yourself. For Scaria, to take down Akadullah. He is the true enemy of all Scarian patriots. I began planning to return home as soon as I heard that a revolution was kicking off. I understand. So you're in the, Revolutionary Reserves? You could call it that. I'm just passionate. And you? What on earth is a Nortonan doing here? Are you just looking for a fight? I'm here for travel. What a perfect destination. You can call me Prince. Prince? Which fairy tale are you from? Fairy tale? This is more like a horror story, don't you think? Isolated, helpless, and alone in the desert with few supplies. Not to mention the army. I'm well aware of our predicament. What can we do? Our first move should be to locate a means of transportation. There's no way we'll make it across this desert on foot. In fact, I've noticed some tire tracks. My guess is they were left by an older, heavy truck. Tire tracks? That's unexpectedly professional of you. Where did you learn how to do that? Boy Scouts? Regardless, we should follow the tire tracks and catch up with the truck before it breaks down. Then all we need to do is persuade the owner to lend us the truck. That isn't funny, Prince. I'm a revolutionary, not a bandit. Fine. Hopefully whoever's driving is fine with hitchhikers. In any case, catching up to the truck should be our first priority. You may not like my sense of humor, madam, but we're in this together. Let's team up. It doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. A wise decision. Come on, time is of the essence. If we miss this chance, we'll end up spending the rest of our lives in the desert. That's a future I'd like to avoid. We aren't going to get very far without a way to defend ourselves. You know, whoever is driving that truck is sure to be armed. I've planned ahead. See that crate over there? There are 2 weapons inside that I purchased from a few hungry poachers. I can't say they're much better than a lead pipe, but it's the best I could do in this desert. They'll be better than nothing. I've learned how to use these types of weapons before. You're just full of surprises, aren't you? Well, pick up your weapon and let's set out. Make sure you not to shoot yourself. Or me. I'm looking forward to this adventure, Apologies, Miss Banan. If you say that ridiculous nickname again, I may accidentally shut your mouth forever, Prince. Well, I mean, the writing is okay. I'm not sure it's much to... well, it's a start, and this is an early access game. I'm looking forward to it. It has a lot of positive reviews. Let's go ahead and click start. All the weapons and gear are stored here. Let's see. The capacity of the warehouse is limited, however, you will need to sell items if your inventory is full. So how do I equip? We have armor, no trinkets.
Hey.
Alright, you may view your information by checking their files. Each fighter has a basic stats, or 5 basic stats: strength, agility, int, fitness, and resolve. Your teammates may equip weapons, armor, and 2 trinkets. Left equip. Okay, fair enough. Each of your teammates may hold a different job, so they have their own standard skills and ultimate skills. We have a shotgun and a submachine gun. Okay, after configuring weapons and gear, let's click the explore button. I want to just take a look. Now I'm guessing when I chose sniper, it gave me a -1 strength, and that's a problem. But it gave me a +1 agility. What about for you over here? You don't seem to be having any negative issues. This is our deaths. There are no deaths as of yet. Jobs. Snipers are slow, but perhaps the biggest threat on any battlefield. Precise shots are enough to kill nearly anyone in one hit. Best position, DPS. Whereas special ops, also DPS. Okay, good to know. Let's confirm our exploring and actually play this game, shall we? Alright, looks like we're following. We're going to... Can I use the gamepad? No, it looks like I'll need to use keyboard. That's okay. Mission duration 1 hour. It's a trap! Alright, so we... Let's see. We'll collect resources. All resources gained. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Let's take a look at the oasis, I suppose. Let's collect some... Let's see. Your team's highest stat or success rate. Okay. And so our int is the highest. Let's go and collect that. Luck? We wouldn't be walking in this desert if we were in luck. Try and be positive, madam. Negative thinking won't get you anywhere in a situation like this. To tell you the truth, I'm curious. Akadullah's cruelty has extended only to those in Scaria. What could he have done to you, a lifelong student in the Norto Republic, to earn your hatred? Don't tell me that you returned to your country just so you could say you went on a desert adventure. And are you gonna blow smoke and some pathetic patriotism excuse? Akadullah killed my entire family and annihilated my tribe. Is that good enough reason for you? That's all you need to know for now. Forgive me. I just feel like I need to understand the people I'm working with if I'm gonna trust them. Trust? If your father was betrayed by his best friend, who then ruined your entire future, you would understand that trust is a luxury and dangerous sentiment between people. I'm sorry, I may have gotten carried away. No. You speak the truth. If I had pen and paper, I'd write your words down for posterity's sake. I really do want to hear about your childhood, when you're in a better mood. Let's stay focused on the task for now. Okay, so it seems that many vehicles have stopped. You see possible options to track the heavy truck. We're on the right path. Keep going. Alright, so is this one of the enemies we're gonna fight? I do not know. Army scouts located our position. Let's review then. A proper shooting stance looks like. Watch out. Alright, so your teammates line up. This shows a list of enemies. Right-click their avatars to view their individual details. Okay. So she's right police, her job's a tank. She has a... Wow, those are some good stats. Let's go and start battle. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing. Looks like everything is automated right now. With her being the sniper, I should have probably moved her in the back. Early for me to do that. Alright, morale will increase slightly when teammates take attack damage. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Okay. Must admit you're a more skilled fighter than I thought you'd be. Skilled? I studied at military college in the Norto Republic for 3 years. I was ranked in the top 5 of my class for proficiency in light weapons. Education's education. Real skill is determined on the battlefield. You're right. A firefight is a lot different than practicing at the shooting range. Because your target in battle actually moves? No, because my targets howl, scream, and beg for mercy. Yet you did not hesitate to pull the trigger. I'm beginning to suspect this isn't your first time. A foolish Notorian tourist would never understand the sins that Akadullah committed against my family and the rest of Scaria. I'll understand more than you think. Hate changes everything. And I can't help but think of these fighters' names, their loves, their friends. I can't help but imagine how their families feel when they hear of their deaths. But I know I have to pull the trigger, and so do I. I'm curious about you, Prince. What compels you to pull the trigger? What quarrel do you have with the Scarians, stranger to you? My imagination is far less rich than yours. I fight for survival. Humans live by the rule of nature, too. Survival of the fittest. If I don't kill them, they kill me. Showing kindness to the enemy brings cruelty upon yourself. I am sure you'll learn this lesson for yourself. One day. It's not a noble reason, but it's a solid one, I'll give you that. So yeah, I'm gonna move her in the back. Okay, so healing cost supplies. Got it. Ooh, mission duration plus 1 hour. No, thank you. Alright, there we go. So Hunter's jacket is ripped, his shotgun worn. Let's see, he seems to have made up his mind about the revolution and whose fault it is. His eyebrows furrow as he sees you approach. It'll be difficult to get any information out of him. It looks like Int is gonna be our best bet. Hey. Let's do that. I'm gonna ask where the truck went. Buy supplies. Oh, did we get a critical success? We did, and buy weapon. Yeah, that's a little too expensive for what I want right now. I do want to see, let's see, teammates in battle continue to accumulate injuries. Okay. Use medicine. So I'm not going to be able to change equipment in the middle of this. Very interesting. Too far away. Let's take a look. Rapid braking, turning, some metal fragments, vehicle parts, and lots of ammo casing. There was a battle here. It seems that we aren't the only people interested in tracking down this truck. That's right. Fortunately, these tracks are still very clear, and the ammo casings are warm. I suspect we're extremely close to our target. Of course, I think it's best if we use some supplies to restore our strength. We might need to persuade the owner of the vehicle that he's not friendly. What you say makes sense, Prince, yet I have my doubts about you. Are all tourists from Norto Republic so confident on the battlefield? Based on the way you're speaking, it seems that as if you found the situation to be normal. Oh, actually, just take a moment to think clearly before you make up another story. I can see through more of your lies than you might expect. So who are you? What the heck are you doing in Scaria? This is the last time I'm going to ask you nicely. Is this how you treat your rescuer? By interrogating them? Fine. I understand you're consumed by doubt and you have at least a dozen questions for me. But we have to track down this truck. We can't waste any more time. I promise, however, that I'll tell you the whole story once we sort out our little transportation problem. I hope you keep that promise. All right. You know what? I'm gonna search for weapons. Okay, found something. Ooh, a sniper rifle. That's exactly what I'll want. You'll obtain various weapons and gear during expedition. Okay. In your loot crate, these items must be returned to camp for inspection and cleaning before they can be used. And then we'll search for supplies as well. Alright, we found a weapon that we'll be able to use. Inspect carefully. Ooh, critical failure. Let's see. Let's close our loot crate. I'm not quite certain what I have to make about this game. I will say, so far it's somewhat entertaining, and it looks like, if this small desert line is any indication, we may be finishing up here in a moment. Okay, army. Let's. And we started with a dynamite trap. That's actually pretty interesting. I really don't know what to think about this game yet. It hasn't made a very strong impression on me. Alright, we have some armor. And it looks like you've made it to the truck. You came just in time. I would have been shot to a pulp if you come any later. Are you two some sort of husband and wife mercenary team here to save me from the flames of death and dishonor? Husband and wife? Mercenaries? You've got it all wrong. We're revolutionaries. More accurately, a lone revolutionary and an innocent tourist from Norto Republic. A strange couple, but I owe you my thanks nonetheless. Your truck here seems to be the talk of the Scarian desert. Driving in these areas is sure to draw the attention of the army and bandits alike. Ah, this is my tribe's last treasure. I have to protect it, no matter the cost. Akadullah took everything else we had. It seems we have a common enemy in Akadullah. I am Banan, a Scarian. This Notorian here is named Prince, apparently. Ah, please call me Haroun. I'm the eldest son of the once illustrious honored Casa tribe. In fact, the army has been hunting me for months. I've been on the run for months in this desert. The Casa tribe? Didn't you support Akadullah during his ascension to the throne? How did you fall so far? Well, 3 tribes supported Akadullah's conquest. Only Hamuffa, his own tribe, reaped the rewards of his victory. The others were cast aside in the moment he stepped into the palace. Akadullah ordered the immediate expulsion and execution of the Casa and Tineri tribes. There are very few of them left. So much for the honor. At least Akadullah is predictable. He never leaves anyone alive that could threaten his power. You sure do know a lot about Scarian history for a Nortonian tourist. I always read a country's history before visiting for the first time. You know, a deep dive. You're from the Norto Republic? Based on that gun in your hand, I'd say you've gone a bit too far with your deep dive. How did you end up in the western wasteland of Scaria? Aren't the Casa based in central Scaria? In the past, yes. Akadullah hired hordes of raiders that slowly pushed us from our fertile lands into these desolate sands. Now their homes stand upon dunes as barrens, or as barren as our hopes. I can't even speak. Even finding water has become a daily struggle. Living among the tribe grows more difficult by the day, and we've lost countless elders to starvation and malnutrition. Those of us who survived still had the strength to fight and answered the call to the revolutionaries. We wish nothing more than to escort Akadullah to his death. Yet, my tribe's territory was so far from the revolutionaries' base in the east, there's little we could do but to stave off the army's attacks. All of our fighters have fled for their lives or were sacrificed where they stood. You're looking at the last warrior of the Casa tribe. First. Oi. At least you've earned yourself an impressive title. But one filled with sorrow. I'm saddened by your struggles. And I'm saddened by the state of your truck. We've got to get from Central Scaria in that thing. It looks to be in poor condition. Can it still move? The beast? Oh, it's an advanced Ural truck produced in the 80s by the Boreal Federation. My father worked incredibly hard to get one from the tribal council. It's got 240 horsepower V8 diesel engine, a 5-speed manual transmission, a 2-speed axle, and can handle up to 12 tons, my friend. Listen to the sound of its steel plates. Look at the bulletproof glass. Look closely and you'll notice that cab, fuel tank, and engine are all protected by reinforced armor. She also comes equipped with the most advanced shock absorbers from the Boreal Federation, which offer a smooth ride on even toughest terrain. I don't see anything you described on the vehicle in front of me. Am I hallucinating, Banan? Our current state is an exception to the rule. I haven't been able to find the necessary materials for repair. See these marks? Those were left by 12.7mm rounds from a heavy machine gun. I'd have met the old man in the sky a long time ago. She's been a frightful travel companion, except for the occasional brake failure. You should have seen her before the last ambush. The body, tires, and engine all seem to be somewhat damaged. She won't be able to drive until we repair her. But we need transportation, and we need it now. Remember, we're being tracked by the army as well. Yeah, take the keys. I owe ya. You saved my life, and we have a common enemy, Akadullah. There's nothing I can do to repair the truck. You may be able to fix her up if you have the right supplies. Check the crate next to the truck for a few supplies and oil. It isn't much, but it should get you started. I have no objection. Let's see where our Earl is hunting. Let's see. Success. Ooh, failure. Success. Track status +4. You know what? Let's just do that. Oh. Team effect received, night permanent. I don't know what that means. I'm thinking we just have to stay here and continue to fix the truck forever? It sure feels like that. Oh, wow. Truck status 2. And there's our critical. Excellent. We found the vehicle and rescued its owner, a man by the name of Haroun from the Kasa tribe, an encouraging victory, and perhaps we should return to camp and plan our next steps. Yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, hey, how's it going? And so that is the first mission to Home Behind 2. We've made it. We have our vehicle. We have our companion. And I'm still not sure what to think. We've gotten quite a bit of items. Looks like we have some leveling to do. We've solved our transportation problem, but I still have no idea about your true identity, Prince. Is there no Scarian word for concession, my friends? Is there no Nortorian word for honesty? If you're looking for allies and strangers, you must be willing to speak truthfully, my friend. Hey, how's it going? I didn't play the first, no. This is my first go-around with either game. Fine, fine, but even if I speak the truth, I fear you will not believe me. Though I may appear to be a lone wolf, a rogue, I'm actually an agent for the Norto Republic Civil Security Bureau assigned to the Special Operations with Scaria. Wait. You must be joking. An agent? Ha! And I'm the president. An innocent tourist from the Norto Republic? I knew you were lying through your teeth. See? I told you wouldn't believe me. Patience is a virtue, my friends. Will you allow me to finish speaking first? I acknowledge that I may have hurt your fragile little hearts, but would you really expect me to tell you this from the start? I came to Scaria for a secret mission, and, well, I would love to tell you everything. CSB policies prevent me from discussing further details. Look who's finally developing a sense of integrity. Hey, I'm trying. It's a shame that the mission has gone poorly up to this moment. As such, I've lost all contact with headquarters. And as you can see, I'm on my own in this lifeless wilderness. Do you really think I could walk up to someone and say, "Hello! Nice to meet you. I'm an agent from the Norto Republic. Take me to Akadullah so he can kill me." So I'm a tourist, and that's the way it has to be. It isn't the most convincing cover story, but it'll have to do. You're really an Authoritarian agent, huh? You're a far cry from the movies, or from what the movies taught me to expect. I was disappointed as well. I thought they'd have given me some explosives and a traceable bullets and a sexy blonde sidekick. And of course, I don't have a card that says I'm a special agent. I suppose they expected me to die faster. Oh, quite different and solo. Interesting. I will say, so far I'm reserving judgment on this game, but it's looking like I may enjoy it. And if it continues to progress in the way I think it will, I think I'll check out the first one. But the CSB did give me an escape plan. Step 1, find transportation. We've accomplished that. And step 2, did you think you can escape across the western border? I've tried, and let me tell you, it's hopeless. The border is guarded by 1,000 of Akadullah's soldiers, on their order to shoot unidentified civilians on sight. We'll be shot to shreds. Our bodies will be unrecognizable. Relax, I'm not stupid enough to die at the border. So, Mr. Secret Agent, what's the next step of your plan? Don't forget that Natoran's embassy was closed long ago. Who do you expect to help you now? I was given the coordinates Norto Republic secret base before I left on my mission. Its location in West Scaria, not far from our current position. A secret Natoran base? In Scaria? You must be joking. Think of it as a secret embassy. After all, the CSB is interested in both the security of Norto Republic and the world at large. No, I'm completely serious. It would be hopeless to try and make it alone. There's a chance with help from you two and this Earl truck, however. If we can make it across, or make it to the secret base alive, we should be able to make contact with the CSB and get ROC support. Let it be known that I have no interest in aiding the Scarian revolutionaries. I will return to the Norto Republic as soon as we make it to the base. Return to Norto? But I'm here to fight Akadullah. I'm here to see the sun rise on a brighter future for all Scarians. How's it going, Vidby-san? Nice to see you. You're gonna run at such a pivotal moment in history. I refuse to back down. Akadullah must pay his debts in his own blood. You seem to be failing to cope with reality. Tell me, exactly what sort of contributions do you think 2 or 3 people can make in a civil war? If you insist, however, I can make other arrangements. After all, the Norto Republic is willing to support the revolutionaries in all actions except direct military action. Would you agree if you could ensure the CSB would not only provide you with the intel, supplies, and gear, but then help escort you to the revolutionaries' eastern base? That plan sounds feasible to me. I've heard that the Civic Security Bureau has influence all across the world. They spent decades digging tirelessly like groundhogs for refuge, wherever it may be. Indeed, an apt analogy. I'm still not sure I believe you, but we don't really have any other options, do we? We'll have to trust you, for now. I appreciate it. We've just finished the first mission, and after this bit of story, I believe that's going to wrap it up for tonight, but I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on this. I know now, rather, that this is very different from the first game, but so far it's looking like it's going to be at least a good game. And this secret base of yours is loaded with supplies. That's good, at least. Nortonians never let our partners down. You'll be happy years from now when you look back at this decisive moment, if we live that long. Believe me, Prince, I'm going to my best to outlive you. Enough bickering, otherwise we may as well say our final prayers where we stand. I hope the road ahead will be cleared of bandits and Akadullah's lackeys. Madam, is this your first time in the Scarian wilderness, is it not? Are you feeling out of the element? I can share my survival experience with you, if you please. I'll speak for free, of course. To be honest, I'm quite sure of myself. However, if you need someone to hear your stories, I'm more than willing to listen. I am quite sure of myself, or I was quite sure of myself in my youth as well, until the day that Akadullah taught me a hard lesson. First, we're short of two vital resources, cash and supplies. I believe you already understand the importance of cash. You're accustomed to capitalism. If you spent time in the Norto Republic, weapons, camp upgrades, and more can all be purchased with cash. Supplies represent essential resources such as food, drinking water, and ammunition. Supplies are distributed among teammates every day at 100 hours. We'll go hungry if our supplies are exhausted. Oil is a rather rare resource and is perhaps our Scaria's most valuable product. A large amount of oil will be consumed while driving between locations. Oil will also be necessary to unlock new technologies and other upgrades. There are 4 other basic materials: stone, wood, metal, and transistors. All of these materials will be required when upgrading our camp and fortifying gear. I can understand that these resources will be important to us, but we're currently looking rather empty-handed. Exactly! You must keep your eyes wide open while exploring and collect these resources when you have the chance. Don't forget to look for a new gear and weapons for your teammates either. Thanks for the tips, Haroun. Don't be too proud of yourself if I come back with a truckload of resources. I wish you only the greatest success. I have a feeling that our little band of guerrillas will soon be famous across Scaria. Perhaps my imagination will be stronger once we're resupplied. We have our truck unlocked. Congratulations, you just unlocked your first facility, which is a truck. Your new teammates will appear in your reserves. Click and drag. Gotcha. Take note, each weapon has its own suitable position and attack range. A weapon will be highlighted in red if it's not in the suitable... Okay. So let's look at that. Fighter earns 2 stat points with every level up. It plays an important role in expeditions. You may level up your team skills. Okay. But I think at this point, we've played a decent bit tonight. I want to thank everyone for stopping by who did so. If you're catching this after the stream, feel free to comment. Let me know what you think about the game and whether or not you'd like to see more episodes of this. In the meantime, though, I am Nidanoski. And as always, have fun.